Well, Alan, you can hear it from the noise in the background, the cheering, the crowd. You can see who was the overwhelming favorite in this contest.
Certainly it's Sanchez. He may have had trouble making the weight, but he looked very impressive in a public workout here last week, Mickey. He looks like a terrific puncher and certainly is on his way to a title shot eventually against Danny Lopez. Actually, this fight was billed for 127 pounds, and Rozelle allowed Sanchez just to go to the 128 and said, okay, let's get it on. Let's fight. I came here to fight, and if Sanchez is 128, that's okay. But he still has to give away 3 3/4 pounds, so it's going to be a tough assignment for Rozelle, who had quite an amateur career.
I understand it was up to matchmaker Harry Kabakov, along with Don Giorgino and Jesse Pimentel, to change the contract this afternoon with the approval of the Athletic Commission to make this fight be ready for tonight. Otherwise, there would have been quite a problem.
You know, during the weigh-in, Roselle's manager, he didn't want to fight because of the overweight. But luckily, Kabakov got together with his manager, and they, what's his name? Sanchez did lose 2 pounds, Mickey.
Salvador Sanchez, on the right of your screen, he is wearing dark green trunks, and he's facing Richard Rozelle of Columbus, Ohio. As Alan pointed out, he's a member of Angelo Dundee's stable, and if I recall, he holds the win over Oscar Munoz, prime local favorite here.
Right, he does. And Munoz has been winning all kinds of fights locally lately, so that's a fine win for Rozelle. Of course, this is the biggest fight of his career. If he could beat Sanchez, he'd be right up there in the ratings.
He's got the body of a super bantamweight, something like that. Small featherweight.
It says fly in his trunks, and I say why? It looks like a fly in there.
Right.
Sanchez.
Now, Pimentel mentioned a moment ago about having never to make weight during his boxing career. But did you ever see this little guy with a knife and fork out in the mountain? The greatest appetite of any small man I've ever seen in my life.
Tremendous eater. He must have really worked hard in the gym.
He's even greater with a knife and fork than his manager, Harry Kabakov, who happens to weigh 290 soaking wet.
Kabakov used to kid me. He says, Jesus, I'd rather bite your clothes than feed you.
Sanchez, 26 knockouts in his 29 wins. He's lost only once with 1 draw. Rozelle is 20-3 with 9 knockouts.
Overhand right missed by Rozelle. Good short left hook by the boy from Mexico City, Sanchez.
Rozelle's going to have to try to outbox Sanchez, outquick him, because Sanchez is certainly much more powerful puncher.
I guess the weight would have a lot to do with it, you know, because Rozelle does look smaller than Sanchez.
15 seconds remaining. And the opening frame of this scheduled 10-rounder emanating from the sports arena in Los Angeles, California. Here's the bell ending round 1. And here's Alan Malamud and Jesse Pimentel.
Well, the thought going into the fight was that Sanchez would try to score an early knockout because as this fight progresses, if it does, he may be in trouble in the later rounds because of the
losing the weight problem. You're probably right, Al, and that does affect you a lot when you, especially the day of the fight, and only a few hours before the fight, you have to come up and lose those kind of pounds. It's really bad. You really have it against you, Al.
There is Sanchez with his hand on Cristobal Rojas.
It does look like
not breathing hard yet. That was a relatively easy first round.
If we can pan across the ring, we can see the boy from Ohio, Rozelle. There we go, a long shot of the ring. That's Rozelle on the left of your screen. That's Norman Lockwood working with Rozelle tonight. Angelo Dundee is over in Las Vegas getting Sugar Ray Leonard ready for action on this coming Friday. Sanchez looks to be extremely strong for a man of his weight, Alan.
Yes, apparently a very good punching power in either hand.
He slammed a good right hand to the body of Rozelle. Rozelle with the fancy footwork, he moves from side to side, back and forth. Seems to have a pretty fair left jab.
A lot of the boxing experts figure Sanchez among the natural featherweights would be the toughest opponent for Danny Lopez. Of course, Lopez is looking for a shot perhaps with Wilfredo Gomez, who's a junior featherweight.
That fight could very well take place during the month of November.
He does have good moves, this is Sanchez. I've never seen him fight before, but he shows pretty good moves, Al.
A question for you, gentlemen. Think about it for a moment. Who was the first Mexican-born world champion?
Jockey Wright.
Very good.
I said it. He told it. As you can tell, he's a real boxing man.
Rozelle here in round 2 showing a lot of fast and fancy footwork. And now the referee has stopped the time.
Shoelaces untied on Sanchez's part.
Green shoelaces, if you will.
Hey, Mickey, while you have time right now, I'd like to say some words to Mexican-speaking people out there. Amigos, estamos presenciando la pelea entre Salvador Sanchez y Richard Rozelle de Columbus, Ohio.
The referee calls time and they're back in action. One minute remaining in round 2.
Sanchez seems patient. He's not going in there and swinging wildly.
He looks very calm, Al.
It's a story of most of the young boxers from south of the border. They're late starters.
I was one of them.
Indeed you were.
Very strong finisher, however.
15 seconds remaining in this round.
You know, so far, Sanchez doesn't seem to be, doesn't look tired.
Good right hand by Sanchez, and he staggers Rozelle. He is hurt, no question. He went to the floor, but it was more or less from a push, a shove, than from a blow. Okay, how about that, fellas?
There was a push. There was no knockdown at all. Even though he did hurt him with a right hand, but it was no knockdown.
Rozelle hit the canvas very hard.
We're going to see a replay of that knockdown, or was it a knockdown?
There's the right hand.
Clean right hand, and as you can see, he was staggered by that blow. Another right hand by Sanchez, and he misses with the left hook, as well as the right hand, and down he went.
There's a push.
I guess, Alan, the effects from those two solid right-hand shots by the boy from Mexico City really hurt
Right, he was
Rozelle.
off balance, and then Sanchez pushed him down. Referee Burnell rules no knockdown.
We're looking into the corner, the boy from Columbus, Ohio. That's Norman Lockwood, getting his charge ready to come out for round 3. From the sports arena in Los Angeles, California, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at Salvador Sanchez of Mexico. He is the boy in the green trunks on the right side of your screen, facing Richard Rozelle of Columbus, Ohio, and about between junior lightweights. A good right hand by Sanchez. Once again, he staggers the Ohio battler. Now it's Sanchez now. The right hand smash, and down goes Rozelle for the second time.
That was a good right hand, Mickey.
The referee asks him if he's okay, and he shakes his head, yes, I'm ready to go. Sanchez now gambling with every blow. Allen, not only did he hurt him with the right hand to the jaw, but he also hit Rozelle with some solid body smashing.
Sanchez's power hand definitely seems to be the right. Scored all his heavy artillery with the right hand.
It would seem, yes.
Another right hand.
Another good right hand smashing. Down he goes for the second time in this round. And there's a question as to whether he'll make it or not this time. The referee taking a close look at Rozelle. Okay, permits the fight to continue. A determined look on the face of Sanchez, and this time he went down from a left hook, and that's the end of the bout, ladies and gentlemen. 3 knockdowns here in round 3. It was scheduled for 10. Okay, Alan?
That was not an automatic 3 knockdown rule, but I'm sure referee Burnell did the right thing despite the protests from Rozelle here. Rozelle was definitely out of the fight.
Okay, here's Jeff Tepkin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 55 seconds into round number 3, scoring the win by knockout, Salvador Sanchez.
There's the winner. And
Rozelle seems to be very upset, but
we're going to take a second look at